Hello, hello. This is Jan. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with an energy update, so welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Thank you for being here. So, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone is having a good start of 2025. If you're like me, it's probably all over the place. Like, you've probably been slapped in the face in so many ways that you can't even explain it. And what I mean by slap in the face is not necessarily negative. I'm just saying surprised. Surprised by how some situations are taking different directions, how some situations are popping up, how the past is popping up, how the future is also peeking through our present. It's a really big, storm of a lot of things, let me tell you. So, as usual, or as most of the time, I wanted to put this video out there sooner, but I didn't get to it because life, just because life. So, I have a few things here that were shown to me that I want to share. So, first of all, 2025, I think it's starting with a bang for a lot of people, and it's going to remain like that probably until April. I was shown how we are into a really big portal for consciousness. We are being served consciousness. We are being delivered new energies to uplevel our consciousness. And that always shows up in different ways for different people because we all need different things, right? Some people are able to move to the next level on their own without having to go through the hard road, and some people need some, I don't want to say problems, but like some challenges in order to realize what they need to understand. And consciousness is always about bringing the unconscious into the conscious, and that's what we're in right now. So if you're feeling up and down, if you're feeling like bipolar almost, or like multiple personalities, that might be why. I never exclude a medical situation, but that might be why. The energies are so strong. Everybody seems like they're disconnected. People say that they are connected, but they're not. People think that they are connected, but they're not. And we can see it through our exchanges with people, our communication. Like, communication is all over the place. People will say yes when they mean to say no. They're grumpy, they're moody, especially the divine masculine, especially the masculine energy. Super, super grumpy. And guys, it's about time that you end this. It's about time that you work on yourself. And when I say that, I'm not pointing fingers, of course. I'm just saying, like, the masculine energy is being challenged into waking up, into letting go of the old ways, into letting go of, when I think about men, for example, and I'm not saying all men, I'm saying some of them out there, or those that are unable to talk about their emotions. They rather just run away. They rather just gaslight or project on other people. That's what we're talking about. This is coming to an end, for that layer at least. It's coming to an end, but it's going to be right in our faces until April or so. Probably, it's probably going to start changing around the spring equinox. But this portal is wide open, and Earth, our dear Gaia, is being bombarded by new energies coming from the cosmos, coming from the central sun, coming from the universe. And that's the pressure that we're feeling. That's the pressure of doing things. That's the pressure of moving that we are feeling at this moment. And as we feel that, we may feel that time is going faster, and it is. I truly believe that it is. How? I don't know. I don't have that kind of explanation or information, and I didn't inquire about it. All I'm saying is that time, I'm perceiving time as going faster, and it is going faster in my life. Whatever I was doing before that took me an hour is now taking me like 30 minutes or longer, most of the time longer. And I'm like, whoa, what happened to time? And it's not necessarily about me, it's just like my surroundings. So, anyways, there are a few things that I need to share, and I'm just gonna let them come through. This is like, you can see this as like a 2025 energy update for the whole year. I'm not talking specific dates here, but what they're saying is that we need to take a look at the layers. When we think about it, we are multiple layers, right? We have the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, energetical, blah, 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 blah. So we are layers. So under any kind of situation or circumstances, looking at the layers, meaning digging. Willingness to dig a third or fourth layers at a time, or a third or fourth time, meaning that for a lot of people right now, what they're saying is not really what they feel or what they mean, and they need a little bit of help to realize what they really want to say. And those layers are about being in compassion, holding space, being in your heart, and questioning the other person, questioning to dig, to get more information, but not in a investigative way, just in the normal, natural, human way. By showing interest, by being authentic, by saying, I'm not sure I understand properly what you mean. Do you mind explaining it in a different way, for example? Usually that's where the truth comes out. And that applies very much so to the divine masculine energy. A lot of men out there are just like closing themselves off when they really should be opening themselves off. They think they're doing the right thing, but they're not. I know it may sound strange that I say it this way. First of all, that's the message that I'm getting. And second of all, I am seeing this in a few people in my surroundings. They're totally closed off, thinking that they're right and they're telling everybody off, but they are the ones who are in the wrong. They are the ones who need to take a look at themselves and stop projecting on people. So I'm not surprised that this is coming up in the channeling. And when I say that, again, I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just trying to bring that nurturing kind of energy to help these people open up, because it feels so good once we do, because it has tremendous power to heal and to solve situations. Yet, if we stay in our corner, not saying a word, and we're just like being stuck with our emotions, we're not getting nowhere. We're degressing instead of progressing, and we're basically going backwards. And at this point of the game, this should not be happening. We should be much more open. We should be much more like transparent with what's going on, with what we have on our minds, with what we have, with what we are carrying in our energy. It's that simple. And being authentic demands vulnerability. Being vulnerable demands lots of courage, lots of strength, and it feels so good. So if you are one of these people, why don't you try it just a little bit and see how it feels? You'll see it's addictive, kind of. No, it really is. It can really get addictive because it feels so good. We feel so good after. It's like holding a secret and suddenly you're allowed to talk about it. Imagine that. Liberating. 2025 will be a big year of rest and pause. Resting and pausing. That's the message I've been getting since December. Rest because we need it, because things are going super fast, because the energy is intense, because things are flying left and right. And rest because we need it, because we're being upgraded by all this beautiful energy that is being delivered on Earth right now, this big portal I was talking about. And pause. Like, to me, resting is longer than taking a pause, but like, no matter what your definition is, taking pauses, multiple pauses during your day so that you can recenter, so that you can rebalance. It's easy to lose track of our connection to ourselves when we are under pressure, when we are at work, or when we're stressed. And taking little pauses here and there throughout your day to just check in and scan your body, your energy, to see what's going on energetically is the name of the game right now. That is also helping us developing our spiritual gifts. That is also helping us letting go of things and purging and also healing. And talking about spiritual gifts, I had this discussion not too long ago with a friend of mine where I was saying, developing your gifts comes with the work that you do. It's the result of the healing that you have done. Once you reach a certain level of healing, it happens naturally. But until you get there, you may be gifted. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but until you get there, you're not fully in your power because you're still looking at life through wounded glasses. And once you get rid of that, that's where the gifts can start showing up. Let me see if there's something else. There's nothing else coming up for now, but there was something else I wanted to talk about. I have this good friend of mine who channels Ra, the Egyptian deity of the sun, the god of the sun, basically. You can look him up if you don't know who he is. And I was wondering if you guys would be interested into doing a live session with him channeling. So basically, he starts the channeling and we can ask questions, any kind of questions except the medical ones. And we can ask questions and Ra will deliver a message. We have not discussed how to go about this. That's why I'm asking. I can either plan for a live session or do it, record it with him and then publish it here, provided that you send me your questions. Maybe there's another way. If you have any idea on that, please do share in the comments. I'll take time to read it. I'll take the time to read it. That's not the words. Those are not the words I want to use. I sound like I'm pretentious when I say that, but it's not. I just wanted to say I'm going to look at it and then decide. Then decide what is the best, what is easier, and according to what you guys would prefer. Doing a live session, I realize that could be like difficult for some people, depending where you are in the world. I'm into the Eastern time zone and he's into Mountain time zone, and other people are in different time zones. So I think it might be hard to find like that one time, but yet a bunch of people are doing it that way on YouTube, so it's totally doable. The other way would be, like I said, to send me your questions and then you watch the replay. I'll ask them for you, basically. So I don't know. If you have any suggestions, please go ahead and share. I'm super curious. But mind you, I've done multiple channeling with these people. This friend of mine, his name is Jeff. And I've spoken to Ra many, many times. So it's a really wonderful experience. If you have not experienced that before, I truly hope that you do. It could be life-changing. The kind of information that can be delivered is very similar to getting a reading. Very, very similar. It's just that you don't have you don't have an hour, to share with that person. Channeling for an hour is pretty intense. So I'm going to let you guys see how you would prefer to have this happen and share in the comments, or you can do it by email as well. And I'll take everything into consideration and manage something, plan something, and we will make it happen if you guys are interested. And that's it. Short video for now to begin the year. I hope everybody is good, sincerely. I know it's hard for a lot of people. Lots of changes in the world, starting with the US. And mind you, I'm not in the US, I'm in Canada. But politically, the scene here in North America is moving very fast. And the new president of the United States, and then here in Canada, we're going to get a new prime minister because ours stepped down. And I never talk about politics, but I'm going to take a minute or two to do so. Our prime minister needed to step down because what he did to our country is just like, wow, plain stupid. But yet, a lot of people are saying, but who are we going to vote for? Because his replacements are not all that, But just the change of energy is needed because his energy was just like, no. Hell no. And we need that new energy here to change things here in Canada. But of course, it's the collective. At the end of the day, it's the collective energy and consciousness that really matters. And that goes for our personal lives as well. You could be super good when you're alone at home, but when you go out, if it's a shit show, what's the use of that, right? So, and there's a lot of changes like that going around the world. And it's long due. What the guys are saying here is that brace yourself because 2025 will be a year of huge changes. There will be a lot of not confrontations, but a lot of discord to destroy the old systems. That's what we're in right now. Exactly like Dolores Cannon explained it. The split of the earth, we're right in it. And it's going in layers. I've talked about this years ago that we were at that time into the split of the earth. We're still in it because it's layers. It cannot happen all at once. That would create total chaos. It's chaotic out there right now. So imagine if every system that exists would just crumble down all at once. It would be impossible. And a lot of people wouldn't be able to manage that. But hey, 2025 is a year where we're going to see a lot of chaos, a lot of things happening out there. So brace yourselves, people. It's going to be interesting. Brace yourself or get the popcorn out and just chill and watch the show, That's my kind. I'm good. I'm just going to be sitting back and be looking at it and be like, yeah, I said that. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that one coming, It's going to be interesting to watch. So that being said, thank you for being here. You can follow me on social media, even though I'm not super active. I haven't posted on there in months, probably maybe a year. But hey, it is what it is. So on Facebook at Indigo Girl, on Instagram at Indigo Girl 555. And if you want to reach out either for a reading or to let me know your preference regarding the raw channeling, you can do so by email at indigogirl555@gmail.com. And until the next time, be well.